Hey guys, what's up? Gian here for Banjo Thoughts again, your daily dose of adventure and happiness. How are you? So, today I'd like to talk about, I wanted to share about regret. Why regret is poison. Um, Again, super daming learning during this time of quarantine. Currently, the Experience Philippines is on hold because we don't have any travel. Even though there is travel, I will not risk it unless there is actually a vaccine already available for people. Because again, you don't know, in this particular case, you don't know who has it. People might be asymptomatic or not. No, you get to miss also doing those things with friends, nga lang, traveling and having fun outside. But I guess the risk is a lot higher. No, anyway, going back to regret. Regret, I think all of us have that. I have that. In fact, yesterday, I was talking to a good friend of mine, and he has been ongoing also through anxieties and depression over the past few months, and it's on and off for him. And then we were talking about it yesterday, and then he said, that's one thing. Parang I guess it's common to everyone. It's one thing that you wish, if you can, sabi niya, one of the things probably you ever thought of is you wish you can turn back time and go back to before. And I was telling, inisip ko rin nga yun, and I wish I can just go back way before, and then undo everything that I've probably done, and do it other way. But then again, then let's again, siguro normal, sabi ko normal naman siguro mag-isip ng gano'n. Hindi naman siguro, I'm not being, I'm not naman ungrateful for the things. But inisip mo lang na sometimes nga naman na gusto mo rin na mabago yung mga decisions mo before, and you could have lived parang yung idea na what could have been if I did that, if only, mga ganyan. Then yung naisip ko nga lang, is that a sign of regret? Am I living in regret? I mean, am I having a mindset of regret? And is it common to everyone who probably think the same thing, that do we regret doing things? Do we regret not doing this thing? Now, moving fast forward, sabihin natin now, and I'm thinking about it, I think sa akin it's a sign of defeat if you start thinking about regret. That I think it's normal. It's normal to think about what you could have done in the past and what you could have done better. But having regrets is a sign of being, I think, ungratefulness, because who we are today, I guess, is an outcome of how we did, what we did before. Now, if we live on the mindset of always regretting and we're stuck with that. Again, going back to I think I previously mentioned this about being stuck in the past and being stuck in on what could have been and if I could have. Then we won't move forward. Inisip ko lang kasi, one thing, is there such a thing as you're old enough? Or is there such a thing it's too late to do things? Is there such a thing as the right timing for things? Is there such a thing as huli na ang lahat? Wala ka nang magagawa, nandiyan na. Is opportunity really limited? May mga tao ba talaga na swerte lang talaga sa buhay? At may mga tao lang talaga na malas lang talaga sa buhay? So, and then, tinignan ko, ako, swerte ba ako sa buhay? Malas ba ako sa buhay? Nisip ko rin, may naman akong tirahan, may natutulugan pa naman ako, may nakakain pa naman ako, may nakakausap pa naman ako, nakakapag-internet pa naman, nakakapag-record na ganito, nakakatawa pa, nakakalakad, nakakasayaw. nakakipag-usap sa mga kaibigan, siguro naman, swerte pa rin. I mean, swerte talaga na mayroon ganyan. Siguro, and then, isip ko kasi, if sabi ko sa friend ko na, paano kaya kung you went back in time and you still had your memories? Saya siguro no, you have so many things you could change, no? But again, that's wishful thinking. You can't go back in, I mean, maybe nga lang, if you can go back in time. Pero at this point, there's no technology for that yet, but, you see, if that's the case, then we wouldn't learn. I think that's the second thing. One is that you feel you won't be grateful, you feel defeated, and second, you won't learn. I mean, I guess that's the one thing that failures, mistakes, bad decisions, or bad choices gives you, is that the ability to bounce back and learn from that. So if you feel that you've made a mistake, the first thing that we can do is that we can acknowledge that we made a mistake, that acknowledge that we were weak enough to do that, or we made that choice, but it doesn't make us less of a person for doing that choice, for making that choice. A friend, it's you know, again, going back to one of my friends na having discovered that you have to you're sick and you have to take meds for the rest of your life because of a mistake in the past, doesn't make that person less worthy of of living or doing great things. Kaya inisip ko rin na maswerte rin talaga tayo that we're able to feel as human beings. I think that's one of the greatest emotions or the greatest things that we have, the free will and the ability to do things. So going back, regret. Do we need to feel that? I guess sometimes we do. I mean, I don't think it's part of being human. Do we feel regret? But if we dwell on regret, really, we won't move forward. Now, how does our actions, paano na nga yung actions natin in the future? Tama. I mean, ako, inisip ko na lang siguro now, parang, kung hindi natin gagawin ang gusto natin gawin now, if we don't take an opportunity to do things today, the thing that is, we love to do, or the thing that is hard to do but will deliver the best, one of the, an exciting result. If we don't do it now, then when? Someday shouldn't be in our part of our. I mean, someday shouldn't be part of our vocabulary. I mean, it should be. We must. Again, I don't want to impose on anyone, but if someday is part of our vocabulary, then that someday will never happen. Because we will always find an excuse not to do something, especially if it's hard. I've recently felt that this week. This week was really a someday for me, because I haven't really given 100%. I was just probably giving 40% in the things I wanted to do, and maybe physically or maybe mentally I was a bit tired or challenged, or I was having anxieties. But now that I've gone through the process, again, it took a while, but it's time to give 100% again, because at the end of the day, you feel accomplished. You feel something you've conquered yourself. And I guess as human beings, we also want that, that we strive to compete or to go beyond our limitations. And I think that's what we're made for as well, to go beyond our perceived limitations. And tama si Coach, kasi I met Coach JP, and then he was helping me out do some workout routines na binago niya for me. He just lives here, malapit rin naman sa bahay. And then he said that, the greatest enemy that we have is our mind. Actually, we think that we cannot do anything, but in reality, we can. We can actually exert effort more than we think we can. It's just our mind plays the the devil, I mean, plays the, yeah, I think it's a devil's advocate, or warns us or scares us for doing something that's beyond, that's nakaya natin. And it can be our greatest ally, and it also can be our greatest enemy. So we have to be able to control that. So again, going back to regret, so we cannot, regret um, is about, again, how they say it, regret is about falling into defeat. You can't do that. Regret is also a sign that we are ungrateful. We cannot also be ungrateful because there's so many things we have. The mere fact that we're breathing or wake up in the morning, we should be very thankful. Mahirap nga lang isipin, especially if you're undergoing so many things in your head, no? And then, again, another regret is should be if we did something bad in the past, I guess we have to move on and learn from that and move forward. I'm sharing this because yesterday's conversation with my friend made me think throughout the night about, have I really given everything that I could give during the day? That I can be better during the day, that I can be someone during the day, I can accomplish my goals or dreams during the day. Then I started looking into stories of people and biographies of people and the hardships, and I really think na tama nga, no? You can only be, tama yung formula eh. You can only be very successful. I mean, you can determine or the success of someone, the output is really determined by how much effort that person did prior to that output. Because we only see what's successful. I think the reason why we have regrets is because sometimes we compare. I mean, we see that our friends are doing better, our family's doing better, our loved ones doing better, someone's doing better than us, and etc. And we have this thing that we're not doing anything, or so all these things that spirals in our head. I'm like that. I've always been like that, and I realize that's probably one of my parang mechanisms that mind mechanisms that just happen in my head na I do those things. Then, na-inspire lang ako. Kaya maganda rin magbasa or maganda rin tignan mo rin yung, when we cannot look at success. For example, I'll give you an example. Like, if you look at how successful celebrities are, or actors are, or singers are, or athletes are, if you look at the achievements that they have, you'll be wowed. You'll be like, wow, galing naman galing naman yan, nakagawa siya ng ganitong nanalo sila ng ganitong award, or naging best film sila, etc. Naging best actor siya, or naging gold medalist sa ganitong field, ganyan. But if you look at it naman, how they achieved that, it wasn't a miracle. They didn't do that overnight. It was years and years of, I mean, I wouldn't say, but ma-exaggerate na pa natin. It's actually hours and hours and hours of hard work and dedication from failing over and over and over and over again. But their failing was, is what spurred them on to do the next thing and the next thing. But I suppose naman in that scenario, they were always being helped and supported by people around them. But if you look at that lang, and look at our struggles and our lives, we should be, and we could actually draw inspiration from that. We are also capable of becoming someone like that, and that's the mindset now that I have. I'm trying to drill into my head na, ito yung magandang mindset, that really hard work, just day in, day out. Don't think of others, don't compare. Just keep on doing it. No regrets in doing it. Just keep on pushing yourself. If you made a mistake now, then you made a mistake now. If you're alive tomorrow and you wake up alive tomorrow, then you should be very thankful for that. That you do something for the day, then that you won't regret. And you cannot put off things until tomorrow or someday, because someday will never, ever, ever happen. And we know that. You know that. I know that. we've done that already, that we say, sige, someday gagawin ko yan. Someday mag-exercise ako. So, sige, bukas, someday mag-diet na ako. Or someday I'll follow my passion project. Or someday I will travel. Someday I will go to this place. Or someday I will ask this person out. Someday I will call and say sorry to my friends. Or sorry to my family. You know, that someday will always be pushed to we push to the next day and the next day and the next, and then you realize at the end of the day, when you're lying down in your deathbed, when we all are lying down on our deathbed, we'll just probably, that someday will never happen, because that's our time. You know, I guess we only have one life to live, and if we don't take advantage of that now, then when? You know, when? I remind myself, when? When can I do that? When can I? Why can't I do that now? If God gave me the opportunity to do these things now, then gawin na natin ngayon. Like decisions that I made the other days, whether I was trying to weigh things down. Should I not? Should I do this? Should I not? And I waste so much time deciding should I not, because at the end of the day, it's like if I did something wrong, then fuck it, then I did something wrong. You know, if I made the wrong decision, then I made the wrong decision. What can I do? Just move forward na lang. So yun. So again, that's another learning, and then I'm trying to, not saying that it's gonna be easy, because like the growth, our life, our happiness can be quantified rin by the actionable efforts that we do every day to see to it that we do the things that we love. I mean, we can quantify that. So if we start doing the things that we love and put in the hard work in the things that we love, and I think at the end of the day, when we go to sleep, we'll feel happy. Then one practice that tinuro sa akin talaga is really to go through the day and look at the good things you've done, the bad things that the things that you did not do that you could have done, and the things you could have done better. Because if we start examining ourselves in those aspects, and we constantly do that, the following day we practice it again, and the following day we practice again. I think that's where growth happens, and isn't that something exciting? When we grow, and then we become better human beings afterwards. So yun lang. I just wanted to share that. So regret is poison. Do not regret. If we made mistakes, we made a mistake. Just move on. Always be grateful, and let's all strive to do the work involved to achieve whatever we want in life. Because in the end, kahit na mawala sa ating lahat, that's what I always tell my mom. My mom, she's always worried about what's happening here and what's happening in my life, and I always tell her, you don't have to worry about me. As long as I can see, I can hear, I can smell, I can speak, I can walk, I can hold something, I'll be fine. It's gonna be difficult and it's gonna be hard. But if I just have those, kaya pa naman. Kaya naman yan. So I may not be as successful as everyone else, or I may not be as talented as everyone else. But if I can manage to do things, my accomplishment, my own hard work, then I think that's enough for me. I'll be happy enough to be able to do that. Maybe I try to dream big, but I guess that's part of my life. It's part of me, who I always dream bigger than myself. But I've never. I probably, what I lack is the working hard towards achieving that. So that's what I'm trying to build in the next coming months, is to drill into, not months, sorry, but starting now, or starting past how many weeks ago, I've been trying to work extra hard in achieving those dreams. I mean, the vision board, I put my vision board there. Those vision board that I've been, I've written down for 2020. So yun, small steps, lots of hard work. Don't look back. just keep moving forward. Struggles happen, talk to people. I mean, if you're having mental health issues, is the best way is to confront them face on. Yun lang. I just want to share all of that. Lalim na usapan natin yan. Parang daming nadadama. I think it's just the weather. I don't know. It's like, siguro rin, it's like, it's a really tough week rin as well for me. But yeah, we can manage this. We can manage this. Alright, see you guys. Thank you very much for listening to Ban Your Thoughts again. Your daily dose of happiness. I hope you picked up something, one or two things. And yep, thank you very much and have a great day ahead. See ya. Bye-bye.